The New York Jets have traded Sam Darnold. CeeLo's got the deets.
All right, from ESPN's Adam Schefter, Sam Darnold is going to the Carolina Panthers.
Wow,
for
okay.
That's the number sixth round draft pick in this year's draft, and second and fourth round picks in 2022.
Wow.
So 3 picks for Sam Darnold.
Well, all right. I mean, I don't care so much about this year's 6, but they'll use that to move with some, they'll couple that, I imagine, with something else. But so a second, a fourth, and a sixth for Sam Darnold, whose Jet career is now over. Evan.
Well, there's 2 things here. Number one, it's depressing. Let's just remember that when the New York Jets drafted Sam Darnold, the excitement that we all had, that he was going to be the answer. So before we talk even about this return, which I'll get to in a second, there is some sadness to this.
I'm not sad about this one little bit.
No, you should be, because
Why?
when you draft Sam Darnold at 3 with all that promise, the hope is he is your franchise quarterback. And we've gone through this song and dance for decades. So let me get the sadness out of the way. Okay? It's done. I let my sadness out. You can't complain about the return.
I'm
For
not.
everyone who says he stinks, he's terrible, you've said it. They got back a second, and I'm good with it being next year, by the way. I have no idea how good Carolina's going to be.
Yeah.
I do think they'll be better than they were last year, but nevertheless, you're kind of spreading out the wealth. You get a second, and you get a fourth. Forget about the 6th this year, whatever. You get a second, and you get a fourth for a guy that everybody was saying, oh, he's got no value. He stinks. The only people that value him are Jet fans who are delusional. Well, obviously, Matt Rule and the Carolina Panthers have some value on him, so you can't sneeze at the return they just got. A second and a fourth for Sam Darnold.
It also tells you Carolina's officially out of the Deshaun Watson acquisition.
Or any of the rookies that are going to be in the draft. They have the 8th overall pick.
So to me, listen, I think this is a good deal for the Jets. You get 3 picks. You get a second-round pick. There was no way they were getting a first-round pick because there's no reason to give one up to get them. Right. And this ends the Sam Darnold New York Jet career. And it locks in the fact that Wilson will be the New York Jets pick. Not that we didn't know that already. But that's our guy.
The drama of the draft now, and it really lasted for like a month, it's gone.
Zach Wilson's a Jet.
When the Jets didn't finish with the worst record, you and I were saying, hey, it stinks they're not going to get Trevor Lawrence, but wow, so many possibilities. A lot of intrigue about this draft. And over the last couple of months, that intrigue is gone. They love Zach Wilson. They are going to draft him. Sam is gone now. And by the way, think about this, too. This morning, and we never even talked about it, and thank God, because it would have been a waste of time, Josh McCown said, I've talked to Sam. He really wants to compete. You know, almost kind of
he was open to it. Like, he recognized kind of where things were. And he wasn't opposed to them bringing in like it mattered.
Which is greasing the skids for, I can come back and compete, which I wasn't against. But it's a clean break now. I mean, it's a clean break. You get draft capital for him, you move on, and now Zach Wilson comes in as the latest savior. And hopefully we're not sitting here 3 years from now saying, wow, they traded Zach Wilson for a 3rd-round pick. No. The hope is he's the long-term answer. But let's not be delusional, Craig. There is some sadness.
I could not disagree with you anymore. I'm not sad about this at all because I had already figured out that Sam Darnold couldn't play and certainly wasn't going to be our future. So why am I upset about it?
We'll see what happens.
Matter of fact, I'm thrilled about it.
I'm glad you're thrilled.
Because I know Zach Wilson's my guy now. So there you go.
But, Craig, we know Zach Wilson's the guy, but it's a reminder that every 3 to 5 years, the New York Jets and a lot of other franchises go through the same cycle. And that cycle is, this guy's our franchise quarterback. Broadway Sanchez, Broadway Sam, Broadway Pennington, Broadway Browning freaking Nagel.
Yeah.
And then we start over 3 to 5 years later. That's the part that's depressing, that the cycle is about to begin again.
I find it the exact opposite. I love the cycle.
You love the cycle?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to, when one cycle is a failure, I'd rather get out of that failure and start a new cycle.
And they've had a number of them.
So I'm down with the new cycle. Yeah, it's like getting a new puppy. When one puppy limps, you just get a new puppy.